Hello, YouTube. Okay. I'm about to play Silent Hill 4. It's Thursday, so it's my Silent Hill day. Silent Hill day! I'm also working on a CV for a job application and whatnot. I woke up at 7 this morning, and so I'm pretty just groggy. I had some really weird dreams. The first dream was I had to carve the face of the Queen into basically the glaciers of Antarctica, and the winds kept basically chipping away all of my carvings, and then it would snow, and then it would the ice would melt over, so it was basically just like an eternal carving, and I was freezing, and I think it was because it was like -2 last night. But yeah, it was freaking cold. I'm actually wearing 3 layers at the moment, and my little feet are in woolen socks, but they're still so yeah, that was a little bit weird. I went to sleep because my friends and I were talking about Silent Hill, and yeah, that's where that airs. We talk about politics, we do everything. Anyways, so Meredith, and I were talking about Silent Hill, and if we went to Silent Hill, what our versions of Silent Hill would be like. And so I was just writing down and doodling some monsters and stuff. Basically my version of Silent Hill. Yeah, so I was like, ooh, what would the story be, and the plot twists, and stuff, and with my depression, and themes of cancer, and themes of suicide, and themes of body hair image, self-esteem stuff. And anyway, I was drawing monsters and writing down all the symbolism, and I fell asleep. And I was like, oh cool, I might have a lucid dream and whatnot, and it'd be all creepy, but cool and insightful creepy, and get me into my mind. But that didn't happen. Instead, besides the Queen dream, I had a dream that I was going shopping with my dad and my mom, and my dad would disappear down these aisles, and he kept trying to find something, and my parents were yelling at each other, and everyone was yelling, and I got lost in some sort of store, and I drank some sort of soda, something on a clothing rack. I actually dream about shopping inside big giant warehouse stores quite a lot, and this time I bought myself a $10, I know it was freaking expensive, a $10 giant bear claw donut. I ate it. That was probably the best part of my dreams. And then I had another dream where I was solving murder mysteries with my wife, who was a forensic specialist and a female lady cop, and we were trying to find this killer who we thought had killed one person, but then we went to this lake with this giant tree going out of it, and there was 12 skulls, and one of them, there was 13 skulls, but 12 were on the surface all floating, and then one of the skulls was all because there was still flesh and stuff attached to them, so they floated because it, inflated. There was actually science behind this. And then one of the skulls was actually rooted in the tree roots, which means that it happened a long time ago. And this killer guy basically had a dog, and he would use the dog to scare and intimidate them, and then conk them over the head, and then he would basically wait for them to wake up, and he would spray all sorts of toxic fumes down their throat until they died. And so then we had to catch him, and we were in this big library thing, and we were jumping across books, bookshelves and stuff, and then we caught the guy, and I hit him with a giant stick. For some reason I had a walking stick, and then I hit him with the stick, and then I turn around, the dog's coming to get me, and I had to kill the dog, and I had to bash in his skull. And that was the saddest part too, because the dog then at the end was looking at me why are you doing this to me? I'm very confused. And I had to kill it, and it was just tears were pouring down my face, and I was like, dog, I'm sorry. And the guy's like, I made it evil, and I was like, fuck you, guy, and I hit him with the stick, and then I woke up. It was all very weird. What else? I'm actually going to take this down because it's pretty dark in here. Dark! Hello! So yeah, and then I woke up, and it was 7 in the morning, and I was half, because my wife steals the covers, and I was oh god, I'm freezing! And so I rolled over, and then her alarm went off, and it's it's time to get up. And then I didn't have any breakfast because I forgot to buy more cereal, and then I took my medicine. And then I talked to my friends on the internet, and then we talked about politics and how Romney's an asshole. And now I'm going to play Silent Hill. So when we last left off in Silent Hill, sorry, that was a whole complete ramble, and this is supposed to be about, hey, I'm gonna play more Silent Hill. When we last left off, what happened? I just finished the Apartment Worlds. I think that the Apartment. No, not the Apartment Worlds. The Apartment Worlds is the next one. My friend was talking about this, and supposedly I'm not supposed to pick up some doll. I have no idea what that means or anything. Anyway, she's played it a little bit. She never finished it, Meredith. Hi, Meredith. And so she's like, this is like her game. As a matter of fact, I actually started playing this game for her because this was like her Silent Hill. That was like the best Silent Hill. My favorite was 2. That's why I started off with 2. Actually, to be honest, I haven't really finished any of them. So 2 was still my favorite just because symbolism. I think that it deals a lot with me, kind of a sort of punishing guilt and justice in the back of your head, even though you've done all sorts of bad stuff. Anyway, that's not the point. So basically, she's played it, but she hasn't finished it, so she told me not to pick up the doll. I don't know what the doll is. It might happen this next episode. It might not happen at all. I have no idea. It could be like at the end of the game for all I know. Just don't pick up the doll, whatever that means. And yeah. So anyway, playing more Silent Hill. So when we last left off, we were in the city world with the monkeys, right? And then the one guy got electrocuted. And then Eileen was she getting dressed or was she getting kidnapped? I don't know if she was kidnapped. She wasn't there. It was something like check on your neighbor. You better look out after your neighbor or something. Or like some bad was gonna happen to her. I don't think anything bad did happen to her. So like maybe after I finish this next world, she'll be like gone or dead or something. I hope she doesn't die. Like it would be really sucky. Like if I spend the entire game basically looking after this chick and they're like, kill her. So yeah. So I'm gonna play Silent Hill and this has been going on for 7 minutes and you're not gonna really watch all this because it's just me talking. So yeah, Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Silent Hill. And also good morning. Hi. Good morning.